and Khan here for Seconds Out with boxer promoter Ben Shalom. Ben, I appreciate it. It is late. It's good to see you, Ben.
It is fantastic to see you.
I'm sure it is. Happy with boxer offering today?
Oh, superb. Why are you laughing? Superb performance from Adam Azim. Special performance, and so excited. I think he was absolutely world class, and there's not much more that I can say other than watch that performance against a former world champion and didn't give him an inch. And his shots are like, he's a joy to watch. And I said it there, some people are born to do something and you just got to sit back. And he's 22 years old, and as a promoter, to have a fighter that you genuinely believe in his right time will beat anyone. It's an amazing place to be, and very proud of him and happy for his family as well.
How much input do you have on the matchmaking, and do you feel like any range should be taken off of him now that he's beaten Lipinets the way he did?
I think so. I think, look, we take our information. We're not in the gym every day. Luckily, with the McGuigan team, you can trust what they're telling you. There's so many fighters, and I have to say, I've only been a promoter a short time. I'm not gonna sit there and say that I've been in the game 40, 50 years, but one thing I have learned is if you're not getting the right information from the gym as a promoter, it can be very difficult because they're telling you one thing and then you have to match them accordingly. And luckily with them, when they say he's doing well in the gym, when they say he's ready for a certain opponent, when they say, you can believe it and you can trust it. And so having them when they're with Chris Smith, when they're with Caroline Dubois, it's a joy to work with because you're not worried about doing their job. You can focus on doing your job, which is getting the fighters in the ring, getting the right opponents, and getting the shows on the road. And so they'll tell me that he's ready now for his next step up, and we'll make it.
Callum Simpson is now, it's been revealed that he'll be having a full stadium fight at Oakville, Barnsley. First of all, Horga got a lot of praise online as to just how game he was and how entertaining he was in the ring. Would you consider bringing him back?
Definitely. I think he's been I think one thing I will, and again, just from a promoter's point of view, you bring over a lot of foreign opponents. And one thing I would say is when you do get your opportunity, take it, because it's not about just winning. And he came in there to win tonight. But he goes home and he's remembered by everyone, and he's given everything at the press conference. He's turned up for everything. He's been game, and then he gets in the ring and gives a performance like that. You can't ask for anything more, and he's now made a career for himself. He'll be back. He'll be back on our shows, and he gave Callum something that we really needed, which was a real fight and entertainment, and the numbers that he provided. Superb. And we got our money's worth. He was truly superb, and they are the unsung heroes of boxing. The guys that will come in and give an account like that, and he'll beat a lot of middleweights and super middleweights out there.
Did he mention that with that Oakville fight, the potential opponents that could be in the ring with him? Do you feel that stadium fight opens up more kind of financial lure to bring in some of those American opponents you listed?
Correct. It's going to be expensive to get the opponents that we want, but luckily we've got a guy that can sell 25,000, 30,000 tickets, and it's going to be a special night in the summer. He's building extremely nicely. I can see him now, and he's becoming a star, and he does everything right. And next couple of fights, we're going to see him really kick on, and it's going to be very special in Barnsley.
I just wanted to ask you, Eubank Jr. Ben has obviously been a point of contention and talk about that rehydration clause. 2 years back, it was reported by the Daily Mail that there would be financial penalties for every pound, I think it was, that Eubank Jr. weighed over that limit. Are they in place again for this fight?
Look, they tried to put in the strictest they possibly could. Ultimately, if you agree a weight, you expect to make it. The difficulty that I raised and have raised is because of how late it was mentioned. We all saw the first fight, and let's be honest, it was a complete car crash. And I get on with Matchroom now and this, but the weights and whatever, the weight that Chris was initially, asked to make, and then the rehydrate was really bad. Really bad. And I'm almost glad, and I think someone was looking down, and there was a reason that fight didn't happen. It's not like that this time. It really isn't. But of course, any second day weigh-in is not really something that we do in boxing.
Lastly, and look, I don't know if you're a UFC fan, so I don't know if you've even seen this either, but UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell during his podcast made some abhorrent anti-Semitic comments, and then Dana White condemned him, but he still went on to fight. Did you see that? What's your reaction to a fighter coming out and saying those sort of things?
Not really. I saw Dana's reaction, and I thought it was a good reaction. And I think that's all you can do. There are a lot of idiots, and there's a lot of people that want to abuse other people in this day and age, and that's the world we live in. But I think Dana handled it well, if I'm completely honest, and made him look like an idiot, which he is.
Ben, appreciate it. Thanks, Speak SecondsOut.